Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do start, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, a number of things have happened. We had Deku and Charlie. Deku and Charlie made the 8-hour drive to go and see her mother. Charlie got to meet her sister Amy in person after they stayed the night at a hotel and came here the next morning. Charlie, she was given some edibles by her friend Mary to try and help relax and calm her nerves. Since Charlie has been put through a bit of stress in the last month, and if she doesn't chill out or find a way to just relax, she might fucking lose it or snap. It could be bad. And Charlie, yeah. She tried to talk to Deku about her problems. However, whenever Deku pointed out something else, it did make Charlie wonder a lot about it, and somewhat think. But there's also a few other things on her mind. Deku confessed to the idea of buying a wedding ring. He confessed to the idea that they could get married. And that kind of made Charlie freak out a bit the next day. She was thinking about that in the car waiting for Deku. If they got married, what happens next? The idea seemed strange in her mind. I mean, she kind of freaked out a little bit trying to think about the two as parents. Yeah, Charlie did not react very well. She was quite flustered and embarrassed. And Deku and her headed out that morning to the ranch, where they met Amy, and Charlie just sat down with her mother, and Samuel, Amy's father. Now, the man wants to prepare them something to eat, and Charlie, trying to talk to her mother, yeah, they don't really know how to break the ice here. There is a lot of tension in the room, and trying to simply just talk to Shannon, it's a bit hard without just saying, I hope your life was bad. I hope your life was miserable. I hope you failed at everything you wish to accomplish. Yeah, Charlie has every right to be angry at Shannon, but she's trying not to. Charlie is trying not to show venom, and that is the biggest thing right now. However, the conversation didn't really go anywhere. But Charlie can talk with Amy, because Amy, she's trying to carry the conversation, trying to help things out, but Shannon knows there's something Charlie wants to ask her. And it's kind of the biggest elephant in the room. And if that elephant is poked, it might stampede all around the room and destroy everything. So that's a big fucking problem. Now, currently, we do actually have later, where Charlie somewhat was able to break the ice with her mother a bit, but they haven't really, you know, full on cracked through it. Now, currently, Charlie, she is walking around. Right now, her a little, let's just say high, because she needed to relax and calm her nerves a bit. And that right now is a very big thing. Charlie, she's looking around, and she is trying to think about what to do. There's a lot going on. They needed to sort of break up their little gathering because a few things need to be done today. And apparently they came here in the middle of something. So there's that. Now, currently there actually is Amy, who does come walking out of the barn and turning to Charlie. Her going to somewhat see what's going on with her. You alright? Hmm? Yeah, sorry, just looking around the place. This place is huge. I know. So, that Izuku guy, your fiance? No. Boyfriend. Right. How long you and him been together? Oh, um, I think it's been about a year. You think? Ugh, I drove 8 hours with him. So, you two get along? Yeah, we do. We've known each other for a really long time. Sure you have. How long is a long time? Almost 20 years? Tw 20 years? 20 years? You guys have been together for about 2 fucking decades? Yeah, give or take. But we weren't dating in that time. We were just really good friends. Sure. So nothing ever happened between you two before you guys started dating. Um, Divine happened. You guys never made out, you guys never kissed, you guys never, you know, young and stupid. No, no, me and him weren't really like that. I mean, we just grew up together. Together. Like, you guys are close a lot, or that's complicated. But I don't know. He's hard to read sometimes, and when I think I finally figured him out, I don't know. He surprises me. He thought about buying me a ring. A ring, Charlie? Yeah, yeah. I don't even know how to feel about that. And honestly, I'm freaking out a bit at the idea of uh, marrying him. You sure? Yeah. I mean, what happens after me and him get married? If we get married, or if things feel more serious, more complicated, more real. I mean, me and him already felt strange, you know. I know what. You know what I mean. I don't. Might have to spell it out for me. Amy, what? I want to hear you say it, 'cause I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you little fucker. Okay, me and him slept together. Oh boy. You see, that should have been your sign that things are getting more serious. Though, I do know what you mean. Hmm? What does that mean? Things getting more serious with a boy? I mean, I know I had a boyfriend and, well, I haven't seen him in a minute, but maybe he'll come around again today. Come around. Long story. I'm not gonna bother you with the details of my life, though. If things are really that complicated with Izuku, you guys should probably chat. Trust me, we tried to chat last night, but we were too high. You were too busy watching that fucking movie. You were high. Yeah. Are you high right now? A little bit. Okay. Listen, I'm not too sure really how to tell you this, but if you don't want to marry him, you should probably tell him. It's not that, it's just I don't I don't know what happens after. I mean, I see what happened with my mom and dad, and now I'm seeing what's going on with your parents, and it's got my head in a twist. Sure. I'm sure it does. Yeah, that's not the only weird thing. My mom said that she abandoned me whenever I was 2 years old. Huh? But aren't you 24? No, I'm over 23. Wait, wait a minute. So, your dad lied? I don't know what he did. He rewrote the letter. But, Amy, how long have your parents been together? Oh, that's a loaded question. Yeah, I they've been together all my life, and if I try to, oh no, no, you're fucking with me, right? No, I'm not. You're freaking me out because I'm trying to do the math here, but it doesn't seem like it makes sense. Yeah. When was your birthday? Um, three 3 months ago? Oh, yeah. Is that bad? I'm gonna. Okay, okay. Hopefully I need to. You know, you know what? Let's go for a ride and talk this out a bit more. All right? I'm gonna go get the keys to my dad's truck, and I'm gonna possibly go see a friend of my dad's. He's a real cool guy. I know him. He uh he likes to hook us up sometimes with some stuff. Like what? Well, I know he. You're not a cop, are you? A hero? What? What? No. I mean, what about Zuko? He's a fighter. He he's not a cop. Right, right. Sorry, a little spooked there for a second. Listen, um, this friend of my dad's, he makes some pretty good moonshine. I've heard of that stuff, but is it actually good? Trust me, if you flavor it just right, it's amazing. I'll trust you on that. Now, currently, Amy doesn't want to talk about it. The two are going to stand and walk away. Since Amy, her nerves, feel a little shy at the idea that her dad may not be her dad. Because what Charlie is insinuating, it could be totally, well, life changing. But at the same time, she's trying to do the math. Because she was born here, but in what? This amount of time she'll be 22, but let's backtrack that. So, yeah, there's that. Now, Amy and Charlie do go to head out, and Shannon does have a lot going through her mind. Her currently sitting down outside watching the truck drive away. And she does want to confront Charlie. Try and explain something to her. Actually, you know, deal with a few things. Now, there actually currently is Deku, who right now he is helping Sam, or Samuel, set a post. And that's quite challenging. He's helping the man fix a fence, because one of their ranch hands, he threw it his back doing something else off the job, and he currently can't work. He'll be out for some time, but he can still help out and do some basic errands. Yeah, he's not really supposed to be on his feet, but keeping the man on bed rest is going to drive him insane. So, him at least being able to run around and do what he can to help out, it's the best he's got right now. And that has been quite a lot. However, Sam, he has been thankful that Izuku is here to help right now. And currently, him and Deku, they were somewhat chatting back and forth about a few things. Sam is trying to get to understand Izuku a bit better. If he understands Izuku, maybe he might know Charlie. Well, technically his stepdaughter? Or, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I'll go with that for right now. And that's what the old man has been up to. Him talking to Izuku, as right now Deku, he is somewhat digging the hole. The man talking about it. He wants to know what type of person Izuku is, especially who he is, because of some of the scars he does get to see on his knuckles. And that has been quite a bit to him right now. And Deku, he does somewhat go to stand there, talking about it. He's done a lot in his life. Things are complicated, but Charlie's dad, John, he took him in. Hmm? He took you in. What do you mean? That's a little personal. Right. So, what you got? Hmm? What do you mean? You said it's personal? Well, I'm saying what you got. I lost my parents at a young age, and John was a family friend. All I got at the time. He turned into someone I could rely on, like a dad. But he made sure I never forgot my dad. He's done a lot for me, and I appreciate that. And I'm trying to pay that man back as much as I can. Though after me and Charlie started becoming a thing, it's complicated there. I mean, I told him I can hire someone for him, but he didn't want me to waste the money. Take care of him? Yeah, after his heart attack. He's got his buddies, but I don't know if they'll be sober enough to take care of him. Yeah, not so sure. Though, from the way you guys made him out to be, he's a bit stubborn. Very stubborn, trust me. Though I get it. That's about right there. Hmm? Take a looking up. Him talking about it. Him going to carry over one of the post. That's good enough right there. They're going to cement these in a bit, and hopefully things will be okay. Hmm? You're going to cement them in this. Well, that's not very deep. It's not supposed to be. It's a fence. It's a post. What we're doing right now is just going to be basic and simple for right now. We're going to do a little bit more advanced stuff later. Though, we're going to come around and get some boards put in, and things will be fixed and easy. You sure? Yeah. The concrete's going to be laid in. Oh, you're laying concrete. Yeah, gotta make them steady. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Deku turning back to the man. Him currently setting the post down and going to someone to let Deku put some dirt back on it. The post being a little bit more steady as the man's gonna walk over. Him going to start mixing a few things together as he does he's gonna turn to Deku. Deku walking over as he doesn't help the man lift up the container and currently gonna walk it over. The two pouring some wet concrete into the hole to let it set. And after it is somewhat spread around a bit, there is what they do to move on. And Deku, he's talking with the man about a few things. He tries to talk about exactly how things have been with Shannon over the last couple of years, the last couple of decades. And Deku started to express how Charlie's feelings were on the way here. She had a lot to talk about, and a lot to say. And it does mean quite a bit. So there is all that. Deku and Sam, the two have been talking for quite a bit of time. And eventually Charlie and Amy, the two do arrive back at the ranch. Where Deku, he does have a lot going through his head. And right now so does Charlie. Her and Amy saw laughing a bit and talking a little more. Amy was happy to finally have a sister. And the two, they do have similar personalities. They're both rambunctious, they get along very well, and they do not take any shit from anyone. And she fit right in. She was quite happy, and honestly, so was Charlie. She always had the thought about having a sister. Yes, she has some really good friends, but now she actually has someone she can goof off with and, well, have this sort of connection with. It's weird, but it feels nice. And Charlie and Amy, the two are currently somewhat jumping around in the truck. The road a little bumpy, as Amy's talking about it. You know, it's actually kind of nice. Right? All that moonshine stuff. That guy makes a lot. Yeah. Every now and again, we do some favors for him and help him out, and he makes us some really good shit. Serious? Oh, yeah. He, uh, he always sends us this, I want to say it's peppermint moonshine. Like, it's super weird, but he does this thing to it, and it's super good. But he also sends us a few more, like butterscotch and ooh, I mean, he once made this one really good one for me. It was good. Was it? Oh hell yeah! I gotta remember the recipe, but I know if I ask him to make it, he'll probably make it. Though he's been stingy with the recipe on that one. He doesn't sell it. He can't. Right, right. My bad. I mean, who said he couldn't though? Hmm? All I'm saying is I did owe him 200 bucks. 200 for all that? Oh, hell yeah. I mean, the old homegrown stuff is a lot better. Or should I say homemade? Wait, what? Oh yeah, we give him some of the stuff we have here sometimes at the farm, and he makes it for us. Though growing that stuff's a little complicated. Right. So you guys it's a whole thing, but he's got his own little farm. We provide him some of the manure, and we provide him with a few other things. And we even sometimes let him borrow our equipment. He's a real good friend of my dad. Also, he's a little bit of a crazy old guy, but I think everyone's like that with age. Now, Charlie and Amy do to pull up. Them parking the truck, as right now Charlie does not jump out. Her watching Deku, so walking around a little covered in mud. And right now Deku, he has to see Amy and Charlie. The two both jumping out. As right now Charlie does hold up a container and run over. Her going to toss it underhand to Izuku, yelling to him to catch, as she's going to toss it through the air. Deku turning and bring up his hand. Him going to start move forwards and down. Him catching the container and then going to bring it up as it does going to start bubble. Hmm? What the hell is this? It right now, so it's still shaking. And Deku, he does this stare at the clear liquid. Take a shot. Right now, Charlie bringing up her hand, as Amy is on recording. Her holding onto a glass in her hand, as right now she's going to sip her drink, talking about it. Talking about how he really should. I mean, she took a sip of some earlier before she uh, got back in the truck, and she's going to say, he made it to standard. What is this? It's moonshine. Really? Doesn't look too much. I'd say be careful. I mean, I went cross-eyed earlier. It's stronger than whiskey. Really? Deku popping over the top. Him bringing it up to his nose and taking a whiff. Him a little bit more alarmed, since that smells way, way bad. That's wow. Okay. Him still gonna bring it up to his lips. Him staring at Charlie, and still gonna knock it back. However, the moment Deku does take an entire mouthful of moonshine, he does it somewhat feel his entire mouth go numb. And right now he's gonna feel his head go fuzzy. Him going to somewhat throw down the container and bring his hand up. Him trying to cover his mouth, as he does spit out some of it and swallow some too. Now, Charlie is staring on. Her somewhat laughing as Amy does come to walk up with her drink in her hand. Her talking about it. Maybe he should water it down a bit. What is that? That, my friend, is moonshine. Though, I want to be careful with it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, that's strong. Yep. Though, might want to save that all for later. Right. So, what are you drinking? Oh, this? It's just an energy drink. I'm gonna need it a lot. Especially if we're drinking moonshine tonight. Right. Deku turning to Charlie. Him is gonna hold the container, as Charlie goes to bring her hand up, grabbing it, and turning back to Amy, who does go to screw the cap back on. Her talking about how they can probably take some of this stuff home. And they're actually aiming to turn back, expressing to them about how her paw was grilling a bit, and food might be done soon. However, right now it is getting a little late, and that is currently on their minds. The sun is starting to go down a bit, and Charlie was quite surprised at seeing the sky whenever it was this dark out. And it did say quite a lot. She was definitely intrigued by it. And there actually is where she decided to do something quite simple. Her and Deku, they were laying out under the stars, and they were having a bit of a conversation, talking about a few things, and getting things done there. However, Deku and her, the two, are both at least somewhat giggling to themselves and talking about a few more things, since they did decide to take a little bit of that edible. Now, Charlie, Charlie somewhat laid there, her with her hands behind her head, talking about exactly how weird it is to have a sibling. And Deku, he does want to sit there, staring up at the galaxy above. And Deku, right now, well, he is currently on cloud fucking 9. Charlie is talking. Deku, going to listen. I just don't seem to get it.
Get what, Charlie?
Just everything. I mean, it's a lot to think about. Getting all philosophical on me? Not exactly. I just. I don't know. I mean, I think about what Amy said earlier. I think about what my my mom said earlier too. Deku hearing Charlie go silent. And right now he does his own turn. Her, right now, goes to turn her head. The two going to make direct eye contact and talk. Charlie explains. She finally said those three little things, or the two little words. I have a mom. Or, well, that's four. But you get the gist of it. My parents alive. It's just. What the fuck? Charlie is still wrapping her mind around all of that. The two have yet to directly talk, but it has been on her mind. Exactly what might happen soon. How things might be. How things might go. And Charlie currently is laying there out on the grass. Her talking a bit about it. She oftentimes wonders. Hmm? Wonders what? I don't know. I'm just. I'm thinking about the future a lot more lately. You are? Yeah. I just. I don't know. I thought about what you said the other day, and then I'm thinking about a lot of other things. Like what? I don't know, Izuku. I'll be honest. I mean, I work as a mechanic, and you're currently between jobs. I just. I'm trying to think. You're trying to be a fighter, I'm trying to work with my hands. But you talked about getting married. Dago turning his head. I I know. But does it really sound that bad? No, no, it's not. Izuku, it's not that it's bad. I don't know. If we do get married, then. Oh, well, that's the next step, and there's some steps after that. Right? Oh. Oh. You. I. I guess there is. That's. That's sort of what I'm concerned about, Izuku. I mean, Charlie, we don't have to not right away, but I mean, you 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 sort of help me out here, Charlie. Right. That's just it's something I thought about the other day. You did. Really? I mean, don't get me wrong, Charlie. I never thought you were the motherly type, but really? Shut up. I just. Charlie's going to bring up her hands. Her holding them out to the sky. Talking about it. She never really thought about it. She always thought that things would just never change. And now they are. I mean, that's really all she's got. That's all she knows. I mean, the sight up there is beautiful and it just makes her look down here where things are a little ugly. It's weird. No, no, Charlie, I know what you mean. It's still a lot for me to try and process, but the idea of a baby that that's a little I never thought you sorry. No, no, I don't know what to say about any of this and I'm freaking out. Sorry, Izuku, okay? I just need to calm down and think. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it though. Huh? What? Her face turning bright red. And Ernest does not turn to look away from Deku. And Deku does turn back to Charlie. Her somewhat fidgeting with her hands, as Deku, he does somewhat smile. Him thinking about it. They get married and have a kid. Charlie. Rose. I mean, at one point the two were kids of their own. Or kids themselves. And now they're thinking about having kids of their own. Fuck, his thoughts are all jumbled. He's he's freaking out, but he's hiding it pretty well. Right. Charlie turning back to Deku. And Deku's a turn. Him smiling at her, as Charlie's is trying to smile back. Her still trying to process what's going on. Deku really did say that. And it does make her a little flustered. Now, Deku does a comment on it. And Charlie does try to put on her brave face, trying to talk about how she's not flustered. And Deku, he did just go stare at her. The two going to somewhat hold each other's hands, as Deku, he held out his own to Charlie. Him holding his up and laying it down. Charlie going to just lay hers up and on top of Izuku's hand. And the two, they sat there like that. They're not laying side by side, but they are laying. Oh god, not. I forget the term. But basically, Deku's laying down on one side, and Charlie walked around and laid down on the other. I'm trying to think of the term for that. Anyways, I can't. Now, the two dudes won't sit there. And Deku, he himself does think about it a lot, trying to figure this all out. And meanwhile, there actually is Shannon. She does it to call everyone to eat. And it does mean quite a lot. Especially because Shannon, she does want to try and talk to Charlie, break this all down, and figure it all out. And that's where currently things are. With that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.